Well, good morning, church, and welcome to our daily devotion on Wednesday morning. I'm sure it is Wednesday. Yesterday I thought it was Monday, and Mikey corrected me on that. So just getting back into the swing of things and back into the new year, as I hope you are too. One of the things that I'm doing again this year is going through the Bible. I've chosen a reading plan on the YouVersion app, and it's been a real blessing again to starting through the Psalms, through the New Testament and through the Old Testament, and one of the books that I really love is the book of Genesis, and particularly the first 11 chapters and the story of creation, how God created the heavens and the earth. It's wonderful. I think Nigel touched on it yesterday. In the beginning, God, and just amazing to stop and ponder on that alone. In the beginning, God, and everything that we have and who we are, and just our identity is to be found in Him. We are created in His image. That's what the creation story tells us, that we're created in God's image, that He breathed into our nostrils the breath of life, and because of that, humankind lives, and we are part of that, which is a wonderful story. But as we know, it's tainted. It's tainted by the story, or the fall of man and sin entering the world. But one of the things I just want to just ponder on this morning is that right back in there in chapter 1 and chapter 2, we see how God created the heavens and the earth, everything in them, light and dark, and the sea and the land and the fish and the birds and the animals, and it's just a wonderful story, and there's always those words, and it was good, and after each day reflecting back and saying it was good. But the first time that we hear that things were not good is in chapter 2, and I just want to read what was my reading today. I'm a little bit behind on my reading. I didn't start on the first because I was still on holiday really, so I started on Monday, and but my today's reading was from Genesis chapter 2. And it says in verse 18, "And the Lord God said, it is not good that man should be alone." And that's just my thought for today for us, really. It's not good that man should be alone. And we know that what happens and what goes on is that Adam goes on to name all of the creatures and the animals, and he gives names to them all, but there wasn't one found comparable for him. And God caused the sleep to fall upon Adam, and he took one of his ribs, and he made woman, and the two became one. It's a wonderful story of the marriage union, and what God intended for humankind, for family to be the core of society. We know that the enemy wants to get in and bring division and cause destruction in that area, particularly because it is God's foundation. But just as I considered those words today, we may all be in different places. We may be married, we may be not, we may be divorced, we may be single. But those words, I think, still ring true. They are true, that it's not good that man should be alone. That we are designed and created for relationship, and it's really important that we do invest into relationship, into people, that we're not alone. We know certainly over the last few years the impact of isolation on many people, young and old. It affects everybody, and as a church, we need to be thinking of one another. If you are isolated and alone, please reach out today. Please reach out and call somebody and make contact, and we would hate to think that there is anybody who is isolated, alone, because it's not good that man should be alone. You know, we need to be together. So I really pray that as we go, again, going into this new year, that we would grasp that and understand that, and set our hearts towards investing in relationship, investing in one another, not being alone, but being a family together. And I really pray that in this year we would just grow and deepen in our relationships with God and with one another. As a family and as a church family, we would grow together. So I pray God would bless you today in all that you are doing. Bye for now.